The fluorescent lights of Lincoln High School buzzed faintly overhead, their flicker casting pale shadows across the crowded hallway. Lockers slammed, sneakers squeaked against the polished floor, and laughter rose in waves as students hurried to their next class. Among them walked Aisha Thompson, a 16-year-old junior carrying her chemistry textbook close to her chest. Her denim jacket, though slightly frayed at the cuffs, was worn with pride. Her tightly coiled hair bounced as she walked, her deep mahogany skin glowing under the harsh lights. She was used to the stares, the whispers, the way heads turned when she passed. Being one of the few black girls at a suburban Chicago school like Lincoln meant she stood out, whether she wanted to or not. But Aisha didn't shrink from it. She carried herself with quiet confidence, a gift from her grandmother, Grandma Rose, a civil rights activist who had marched in Selma. "Never let them dim your light, Aisha," her grandmother's voice echoed in her mind. Today, that light was about to be tested. She was halfway to her locker when it happened. A sharp tug yanked her backwards. Her book slipped from her arms, hitting the floor with a hollow thud that seemed to silence the hallway. Cruel laughter erupted. Spinning around, Aisha came face to face with Courtney Daniels, the self-proclaimed queen bee of Lincoln High. Courtney's manicured hands still gripped Aisha's collar. Blonde hair fell in perfect waves around her shoulders, her designer outfit screaming privilege and power. Beside her stood Jake, the hulking football player, smirk plastered across his face, and Mia, a petite girl whose sharp tongue made her Courtney's loyal shadow. "What's the rush, Aisha?" Courtney sneered, her voice dripping with mockery. "Trying to get to the library to study more, what? Black history?" The crowd snickered. Phones were already out, recording every second of humiliation. Aisha's pulse thundered in her ears. She had endured Courtney's taunts before, comments about her hair, her clothes, her background, but this was different. This was physical. Public. Violent. The hallway seemed to shrink, the blur of faces pressing in around her. And then, something snapped. Not fear. Defiance. Aisha didn't pull away. Instead, she stepped closer. Her voice, low but unwavering, cut through the tension like a blade. "Let go of my collar, Courtney. Now." The crowd gasped. Courtney's smirk faltered, but she tightened her grip. "Or what? You gonna cry about it?" What happened next would become legend. Aisha didn't cry. She didn't beg. Instead, with precise speed, she grabbed Courtney's wrist, twisted sharply, and forced her tormentor to stumble back. Courtney yelped, too stunned to react. Jake and Mia froze, unsure of what to do. Aisha bent down, picked up her book, and straightened her jacket. Her voice rang clear and unshaken. "Anyone else want to try me today?" The hallway was silent. Phones still recorded, but now they captured something different: Aisha's unyielding strength. And with that, the spark was lit. By lunchtime, the video was everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. Thousands of views poured in under hashtags like hashtag Aisha Fights Back and hashtag Lincoln High Drama. Some praised her. Queen, one user wrote. Others mocked her. "She's just looking for attention." Aisha scrolled through the comments in the cafeteria, her tray of lukewarm pizza untouched. Her stomach churned, but she refused to let the hate sink in. She had survived worse: gunshots outside her childhood home, nights filled with fear and uncertainty. She knew resilience. Her dream was clear: to become a civil rights lawyer. To fight for justice like Grandma Rose had. This hallway incident? Just a bump in the road. But Lincoln High's administration didn't see it that way. By second period, Aisha was sitting in Principal Harov's office. The video played on his computer. His tired eyes looked at her over steepled fingers. "Aisha, you know we have a zero-tolerance policy for physical altercations," he said wearily. "She grabbed me first, sir." "I was defending myself," Aisha replied, posture straight, voice steady. Harov sighed. He knew Courtney's reputation. But he also knew her parents, wealthy donors who had funded the new gym. Their influence shadowed every decision. Aisha, meanwhile, was a scholarship student from a family scraping by in a rented apartment. "I understand," Harov said softly. "But protocol is protocol. You'll serve a week's detention. Courtney will receive a warning." Aisha's jaw tightened. It stung, but she expected nothing less. Walking out, she passed Courtney, who smirked triumphantly. "See you around, Aisha." But Aisha's mind was already working. She wasn't done. Detention was held in a stuffy classroom. Aisha sat in the back, notebook open, but her mind wandered. That's when she noticed Malik, a quiet senior slouched in a corner desk, hoodie pulled low. Malik was known for two things: his coding skills and his love of anime. He'd been a target of Courtney's cruelty for years. He looked up, nodded at Aisha. "Saw the video. You didn't back down. Rare around here." Aisha shrugged, but a small smile tugged at her lips. Didn't have much choice. Over the next few days, they bonded. Malik shared his stories of Courtney's torment, his science fair project trashed, rumors spread about his family. Aisha shared her dreams, her grandmother's lessons, the burden of being one of the few black students at Lincoln. Then Malik leaned closer, lowering his voice. "I'm working on something. An app. For kids like us. You in?" Aisha frowned. "What kind of app?" Malik's lips curved into a grin. "It's called SpeakOut." The idea was brilliant. Students could anonymously submit their bullying experiences. Malik's algorithm would detect patterns, verify authenticity, and publish stories for all to see. "It's time people knew what's really happening here," Malik said. Aisha didn't hesitate. "I'm in." Night after night, they worked in secret. Malik coding. Aisha writing raw, powerful captions. In whispers, in libraries, in corners of cafeterias, SpeakOut grew. Stories poured in. Jamal, a freshman whose glasses were broken. Emily, whose diary was read aloud. Carlos, mocked for his accent. Each story fueled their fire. And soon, SpeakOut was live. The impact was immediate. Posts spread like wildfire. Parents noticed. Local news noticed. For the first time, victims felt seen. But success brought enemies. Courtney suspected Aisha. Furious, she launched a smear campaign. Rumors spread that Aisha faked the hallway fight for clout. Fake screenshots painted her as the bully. It hurt worse when Aisha's younger sister, Nia, came home crying. "They said you're a liar," she sobbed. Aisha hugged her tightly. "They're scared, Nia. Scared people lash out." Her parents were supportive but cautious. Her father warned, "You're poking a bear, Aisha." Her mother added, "Just make sure it's worth it." And then came the twist. One rainy afternoon, Sarah, Courtney's childhood friend, approached Aisha. Her eyes were red, her voice shaking. "I'm done with Courtney. She's not who you think she is." In a hushed classroom, Sarah revealed the truth. Courtney's home life was crumbling. Her father facing legal trouble. Her parents on the brink of divorce. Her bullying was a mask, a way to control something when everything else was falling apart. Aisha was stunned. It didn't excuse Courtney's cruelty, but it explained it. Sarah, trembling, whispered, "I want to help." And so she joined the SpeakOut team. Together, Aisha, Malik, and Sarah uncovered damning evidence, emails proving the administration had buried bullying complaints to protect students like Courtney. Their plan? Expose it at the annual school assembly. The morning arrived. The auditorium buzzed. Parents. Students. Local media. Courtney sat in the front row, mask of confidence cracking. Aisha stepped onto the stage. Her heart pounded, but her voice was strong. She told her story. She shared others. She projected the evidence for all to see. This school protects the powerful and silences the rest, she declared. But no more. The room exploded, gasps, whispers, outrage. Applause followed, building into a roar. Even Courtney's allies clapped. And then, the unthinkable. Courtney approached Aisha, tears streaming. "I'm sorry. I didn't know how to stop." Aisha's heart softened. She didn't forgive, not yet. But she saw something fragile, human. Get help. And mean it. The fallout shook Lincoln High. Principal Harrove resigned. New anti-bullying policies rolled in. SpeakOut became a national model. Aisha and Malik were invited to speak at conferences. Sarah launched a peer mentorship program. Courtney began therapy. For the first time, she faced her demons. And Aisha? She stood taller than ever. Senior year ahead, law school in her sights, Grandma Rosa's words guiding her. That hallway moment of humiliation? It became the spark of a revolution. Aisha's story spread beyond Lincoln High, inspiring students across the nation to speak out.